Sharon Stone opened an exhibition of her paintings and told how her passion for painting saved her from depression. According to the actress, after she suffered a stroke more than 20 years ago, everyone turned away from her. She lost her job, her family, and her money at the same time. How did this happen? Why did Sharon hide it for so long? And how did you decide to become an artist? This is the show business news today. Recently, 65-year-old Sharon Stone is increasingly found not on red carpets, but in art galleries. Here she is posing against a backdrop of bright landscapes and her own. The actress opened an exhibition of 19 of her paintings in Connecticut and called it "Welcome to My Garden." In the garden of her house, she most often paints. This new hobby appeared in Stone's life during the pandemic. Once a friend gave her a set for coloring by numbers. The star liked working with paints, but she didn't like keeping herself within the set limits. Then, she began to paint her own paintings, a huge canvas, in an abstract style. "I don't like writing on a large scale. It reveals something in me, turns me over. I called my first exhibition Deliverance because I realized that with the help of painting I get rid of stress." Art has become a real medicine for the actress. She still has to cope with the consequences of a massive stroke, which she suffered in the 2001 year. For example, Stone must sleep for 8 hours continuously every day, otherwise the medications will not work, and she may have seizures. In addition, against the background of what happened, she got very anxious, and drawing helps her calm down. Stone recently told about how terrible that situation was. For many years she hid the truth because she hoped to regain her former place in Hollywood, but realized that it was useless, which means there is no point in keeping silent. The actress said that after the stroke, she was hospitalized only on the third day. The doctors did not see the burst vessel at first. Then she spent 9 days in a coma and suffered clinical death, and the recovery lasted for 7 years. Sharon later found out that the chances of surviving in her situation did not exceed 1%. After the operation, the actress partially lost her memory, vision, hearing. Her left leg began to take away. Half of her face became numb. She was learning to walk and talk all over again. For some time Stone stuttered and could not memorize lines as easily as before. According to her, in Hollywood, she was thrown to the back of the queue. No one was interested in her past achievements, not winning a Golden Globe, the low box office of her films. At this difficult moment, her husband also left the actress and sued for custody of the child. "Everyone thought I was going to die, and so many bad things happened to me because I was actually considered dead while I was in the hospital. My bank account was lowered. All my money disappeared. I lost custody of my son, my career ended. And it all happened at once." Stone then adopted 2 more children, and the eldest one is also with her now, but it turned out to be more difficult to restore everything else. She could not return the money, and although she is shooting in the cinema, the level of films is far from what it was before. According to Stone, if you're an actress with a disability, the industry doesn't need you. But now she has finally stopped worrying about it and is trying to find herself in other types of creativity. Stone writes not only paintings, but also books. The first one came out 2 years ago. It's an autobiography called The Beauty of a Life Lived Twice. The actress's candid confession about life, which hit the New York Times bestseller list. And now Sharon is finishing her second book, already an artistic one, but what is still a mystery. Such are the show business news today. Marina Kazantseva was with you. See you later.